5 video trends you need to know in 2023. Back in July of 22, Steven Spielberg filmed a music video on the iPhone to showcase the device's capability. The video was filmed using the iPhone's built-in camera, stabilized by merely sitting in a rolling office chair and holding on tight. It was edited using the iMovie app. It was because he wanted to show that you can create professional-looking videos with minimal effort. Spoiler, the video was a hit, and it helped to further popularize the iPhone as a capable filmmaking tool. This brings me to our first trend, if you can call it that. Content over camera. The camera doesn't make a bit of difference. All of them can record what you're seeing, but you have to see it. This quote highlights the importance of storytelling and visual storytelling, which are ultimately what make a film memorable and effective, regardless of the camera used. The focus should be on the creative and artistic choices made by the filmmaker, not the technical equipment that they use. You'll see how this works in your favor and your bank accounts in the upcoming section when we talk about the departure from highly produced videos on social media. In recent years, with the advent of smartphones with high-quality cameras such as the iPhone, there's been a growing trend of filmmakers using these devices to capture their story. Now, I use the term filmmaker loosely because this applies to everybody who's recording content, even if it's just a personal vlog. I've been on set and makeup artists and photographers will have a second iPhone with them strictly for capturing BTS content because they need that much extra storage. This has led some to argue that filmmakers' creativity and storytelling ability are more important than the camera that they use, including Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino agreeing. Now, before we get too deep into this, my name is Pete Petiti, and I'm a producer here with Austin Film Crew. For more tips on marketing, production, and just overall strategy for your content, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Vertical video is everywhere, but does that mean that 16:9 is dead? It's definitely not gone yet. On mobile alone, in an average week, YouTube reaches more adults 18 and up during prime time than cable network does. Now, I'm not sure if this is taking into account the streaming platforms are strictly cable providers, but that's still an impressive stat, especially when 7 in 10 people default to horizontal viewing when watching their videos on their phones. Now, this doesn't take away from the fact that vertical video formats perform better on Instagram and TikTok, but that's because that's how they're natively viewed. You used to be able to create one piece of content and share it on 5 platforms. But that's kind of like when your mom would buy a Christmas gift for your aunt and say it's from the family. It used to be okay, but we've all grown up and that's just not acceptable anymore. With the majority of your viewers following 2 to 3 of your channels, you have to be providing consistent and engaging user experience on all of them, but with variation. That means adapting to how your audience consumes your content on each platform, but it also means delivering something fresh. If you weren't convinced to create unique pieces of content on each platform yet, remember, Instagram doesn't prioritize video with the TikTok watermark, and the same goes the other way around. Which brings me back to my initial point. Avoid neglecting 16:9 entirely. Just be strategic about where you're publishing those videos. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other mainstream platforms still value landscape dimensions. Now, trends go beyond just the technicality. This next one is huge. Be yourself. According to a study conducted by HubSpot Research, TikTok users prioritize authenticity and relatability in the content that they consume. Videos that aren't highly produced often give the impression of being more genuine and relatable, leading to higher engagement and growth on the platform. That's because TikTok's algorithms prioritize content that resonates with its users, which includes casual, unfiltered content. It feels organic, it feels real. In contrast, highly produced videos can come across as staged and inauthentic, causing them to receive less engagement and growth. TikTok users want to see real people having real experiences rather than polished and perfected content that feels disconnected from reality. This trend is supported by TikTok's data team, which has reported that the best performing content often features ordinary people in ordinary situations rather than celebrities or influencers. There's a happy medium, for instance, having real people in real situations that are shot on prosumer cameras like a DSLR or the Sony FX6. One of the main reasons why lower quality footage performs better on TikTok is because it allows for more creative freedom too. Low quality footage can be manipulated more easily, allowing users to create unique and eye-catching videos. This helps to create a sense of connection between the content creator and the viewer, which can lead to higher engagement and more shares. Yes, the preference for authenticity on TikTok is part of a larger shift in audience behavior. People are seeking genuine and relatable content on all forms of marketing. With increasing skepticism and distrust of traditional marketing tactics, such as highly polished advertisements, which have become formulaic and inauthentic, consumers are becoming more discerning, and are seeking out content that feels real and genuine. Another factor is with the rise of social media, consumers have gained a closer look into the lives of influencers, celebrities, and brands. This has made people more aware of the extent to which marketing and entertainment can be staged and manufactured. As a result, they're drawn to content that feels raw and unscripted. Ultimately, the current cultural climate of uncertainty and change has led people to seek comfort and familiarity in their media. Authentic content, which often features ordinary people in everyday situations, provides a sense of relatability and comfort, making it more appealing to customers. My inner 90s kid is excited about the next one most. Vintage is back. With less barriers to entry for filming content, including high-quality cameras at a fraction of the cost of what they were even just 5 years ago, people are seeking formats that have more heart and less clarity. That's how we've been seeing a vintage camera come back. Even 3 years ago, Polaroid and Fujifilm re-released their Instaprint cameras. I bet you're wishing you kept that childhood digital camera since they're going for like 100 to 200 on eBay. Now this is a great time to stop because I actually was able to grab a Sony from my childhood, and you are gonna die when you see it is called the Bloggie. The Bloggie. Look at this thing right here. You ready? Oh. Pre-selfie.
The Bloggie ain't going nowhere. Pick you up one of these.
And then I just flip it back. Boom. Still filming. Filming me now. How easy is that? Flipping the camera. This is probably an awful angle. It's even got a YouTube logo on it. I mean, that is just incredible. All right, enough about the Bloggie. With the rise of digital photography, many photographers have realized that vintage cameras still have a lot to offer. They provide a unique look and feel that cannot be replicated with modern digital cameras, no matter how many filters you add to it. Additionally, vintage cameras are often more affordable than their digital counterparts, making them an attractive option for those on a budget. It's easy to hand your disposable film camera or $100 low-quality digital point-and-shoot to a stranger to take a pic instead of your $1,000 iPhone. The nostalgia associated with vintage cameras can be a great way to evoke emotion in viewers as you lean into the blurry photos of a night out as you and your friends are laughing while trying to snap a quick pic. As a result, more and more photographers are turning to vintage cameras to capture unique images. This trend of old is new is beyond just the video, with searches for upcycling and recycling up 50% on Yelp. Expect to see this crossing over into multiple industries. Lastly, and something that's easy to forget sometimes, is the screen is now a two-way street. Marketing has evolved from a one-way communication model to a two-way communication model due to the rise of social media. Consumers now have the ability to interact with brands and provide feedback through digital channels. This allows brands to receive a real-time feedback and adjust their marketing strategies accordingly. Additionally, social media platforms also provide a platform for consumers to share their experiences with others, further amplifying the reach of two-way communication in marketing. That shift towards a two-way communication model in marketing is a result of the increasing power of consumers to shape brand perceptions and the desire of brands to understand and respond to the needs and preferences of their customers. From a company's perspective, not adapting to a two-way communication model in marketing can result in a severe risk. We dive deeper into what those risks are and how you can address them in the full blog post, which is linked in the description. The thing about trends is that who knows how long they'll stick around. So implement them ASAP and be sure to follow so you don't get left behind. Stay creative.